before the accident, we had a conversation. I spoke with my brother. But I never knew that that would be the end of him. So in fact, it was a great loss to the family and to everybody. This year, February 14th, I lost a brother and a wife through a tragic motor accident. Due to the negligence of the driver, we learned they were coming from a funeral, and on the way the driver lost control of the vehicle and it plunged into a ditch, and 13 members of the choir lost their lives. Before the death of my brother, he had 3 children, aged 13, 9, and 2. So now that the couple are no more, the children are now orphans. He being a strong pillar of the family is lost. And it has affected us that it has even caused the death of my father, my aged father. Because the news was so shocking that, in fact, he couldn't take it. So he also passed away 2 months after the death of my brother.
Some of the drivers don't know the road signs. Some of them have not been trained. They just get a car and they start driving. Some of our roads don't have road markings on them. They don't have road signs given by the roadsides. We should educate our drivers. We should educate the other road users also. And also we should be more strict when it comes to giving license, for example, to the drivers. It's not everybody who should just get on the road and use the road, because lives are at stake. When you are driving on the road or when you are using the road, it's not you alone. There are families and there are destinies at stake. So watch it.
You cannot solve road safety by any individual organization. It has to be a collaborative effort. So the National Road Safety Commission represents a mechanism for bringing together all the agencies involved for road safety. So our key role here is to bring together and coordinate and collaborate with all the institutions involved in road safety. As a result, we have developed a 5-year national road safety strategy. So there's a focus, there's a program of action. We believe the next 5 years we should see some reduction in accidents. One of the biggest problems we have in this country is going to do with overspeeding. But we did a study on one of the major roads, and what we detected was that over 90% of categories of vehicles in Ghana exceed the minimum speed limit of 50 km per hour by 50%. You know, and the roads are not designed for speed in excess of 80 km per hour. No road in Ghana, apart from the Accra motorway, where the speed is 120 km per hour, all the roads are designed for speeds up to 80. But most drivers are doing 120, 140, 160. Child safety is a big issue in Ghana, partly because until recently we didn't have mechanism for teaching road safety in our schools or giving children survival skills. We have started a program. Currently, 25% of accident fatalities involve children. Then we have unsafe vehicles. You know, most of the vehicles we have in Ghana are not very unsafe because the driver license authority do not have the mechanism for proper vehicle inspections. But they have started a process to upgrade their programs and then to ensure that the vehicles are better inspected now.
Papa in accident, I'm away prapa. In Tibet, 3 days, me home, mammy, or buy an overcatcher, say, and me papa, into overkind, but miss me a pana. Now, me near fine because some am papa on me, Mr. One, some papa on many virgin, and papa, what dear, and ya dear, milk any gym. Me papa, we know. A van said, me mamma call and which remuna. If you are credit, a baby crana, a Tamana, or Muyami Papa, and Coffo, a chain, and you are also accidents, and I said, driver no, for no son. It's baby, I would do ya, and or tonable, one tonable, not this speed, a ban, a can, a shares.
When you drink, then you normally drive off on the road. So that also can cause road accidents.
We have the National Road Safety Commission. It's one of the agencies that is in this ministry that takes care of education. They are trying to put in place systems where people can know what to do in the use of our roads and then in vehicles. The major cause of accidents, I can say, is driver misbehavior. You know, the road will be there. Naturally, if a bad road contributes to accident, if you are very careful, there's no need that you can have an accident. It is an ongoing process. Solution is also always ongoing. Problems until you are dead.
I had an accident in 1992 on the Accra road. I wasn't driving the car when it happened. It was a bit of carelessness and the bad nature of the roads. The car developed a little bit of fault and he must have panicked. So the car somersaulted, and because I wasn't in a seatbelt, I had a serious injury. At the time of the accident, I really didn't know what had happened until I came to realize I was lying out of the car and was immobile. Then I realized what had happened because I knew what spinal injuries were. But I was lucky because it was wet. I didn't hit a hard surface. So I developed what the surgeons would say was a contraction of the 5th and 6th cervical bones, that is in the neck. And when that happens, the spinal cord is disturbed. So from the neck down, you lose all control. I was 28 when I had the accident. I became dependent, obviously, financially, physically, because almost everything had to be done for me.
I'm in this area in American House here. This C. Johnson, there is not any traffic lights. So the drivers that are not taken care of. If nobody comes from Accra here, he just come speed and take any lane he likes.
Road accident has no respect to anybody. Everybody can fall a victim to road accident. And as we are crying about AIDS, we keep on saying even if you are lucky and you are affected by AIDS, you can even stay to about 15 years before you die. But what do we see on our roads? Just a twinkle of an eye, 10 people are perished, 15 people are dead. So we should be very, very careful. We should be each other's neighbor's keeper. When you see a driver misbehaving on the road, voice out, don't keep quiet.